What up? It's your boy, The Incredible, and I just finished The Wrecking Crew 2026, starring Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista. And if you love your action and a wee bit of comedy, this was a nice little trip. Let's talk about it.
Headed out for change, I just started on my quest. Yeah, the world will know my name, I'm excited, I'm obsessed. No one in my way but myself and a test. Yeah, I will be the best, yeah, I will be the best. Life is just a game, I'll be playing till I rest. I'll be there to claim my own spot among the best.
The Wrecking Crew was, produced by Amazon and released on Amazon Prime, but it was a fun trip, man. Starring Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa as brothers. We'll read the synopsis and then we'll talk about it. Estranged half-brothers Johnny and James reunite after their father's mysterious death as they search for the truth, buried secrets, reveal a conspiracy threatening to tear their family apart. And watching this, man, for me, it was a fun trip. And I can't speak for everybody. When it comes to a movie like this, I know what I'm going to expect because I saw the trailer. So I don't mind like it just being action, and then we're subtly getting to the plot, and then there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with everything that's going on with the characters, but we're mainly there for the action in the comedy, so to speak. And I was smiling from ear to ear watching this entire movie, but I also kind of reeled in with the sentimental moments. And it wasn't a lot of those, but it kind of affected you, like, having Jason Momoa's character Johnny Halle talk about his mother and see that one's a cop, one is a Navy commander, and they both have problems connecting with each other because of their complications with their father. I like how they expanded on that as the movie progressed. It wasn't like in the forefront, because the forefront was just them being there with the action and trying to figure out what happened to their father, but it didn't hit you with it and then push it to the side. It gave you enough of that to where you were concerned and you wanted to know, well, what happened? Why were these two brothers that seemed close in pictures not really connecting or resonating with each other? And then we found out more as the story progressed that Johnny had some temperament issues because of seeing his mother die in front of him, and then having his father do that same thing. He never really mentally developed, and like they don't really expand on it a lot, but they touch on it briefly, and I think that was something that was very nice about the movie. Although keeping it informed with the comedy and the action, they touched on that, and then we kind of just got back into the stuff. Obviously, I love me some Jason Momoa, man, and honestly, stand out in the movie. Like, I love Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa can do no bad to me. Honestly, I love me some Jason Momoa, but I think he was a standout in the comedic aspect and some of the action sequences. Now, Batista brought his own. I noticed that the director for this movie is the same director for Blue Beetle, and I think it's Angel Manuel Soto. Okay, and watching that movie, I was like, man, this feels so familiar. It has a like where have I seen this? Like with the colors, the camera angles, the shots, the tone that it was kind of set, and you can see that in Blue Beetle. So shout out to that. And the director has a very unique style, and I wasn't mad at it. Now, obviously, the stuff that was popping off, like with the action sequences, I loved it so much, man, because like a lot of the deaths in this, it was over the top, but like it was like spot on, man. Some of the ones that mainly stood out to me were the one where Batista was fighting the Yakuza guy, and he hit him with like the weapon, stabbed him and spit him, and then kind of just bit the back and smashed him in the face. Absolutely fantastic. Check it out, man. It's a fun movie. It's 2 hours. Do feel like it could have been a little shortened. I feel like they could have brought some stuff down with that, but it's a fun 2 hours, man. You enjoy the movie throughout, and you kind of want to know where's the conspiracy coming in, what's going on, and it's not too heavy convoluted. You don't have to think too hard to watch it. There's nothing wrong with just watching an action movie sometimes, man. There's plenty of movies that I love and I will watch again, and they bring to the table is just straight up action. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice, chill, relaxing movie. And I will say this though, the guy Robichaux that plays the main villain, a little lackluster. The Yakuza guy was a more entertaining villain than the actual main villain. And shout out to Jacob Batalon, how you gonna say it? he was a little comedic in this as well. He didn't have a lot of screen time, but he had some screen time, and every time he was on screen, it was a little funny. But overall, I like the concept. We have these two brothers that's kind of estranged. We expand on what happened to them while they are estranged. See some reconciliation going on with these two brothers while bonding at the same time, while managing their own lives and expectations in each other's lives, because they haven't seen each other in, I think, maybe 20 years. So it's nice to see all that come into play and then have them solve this case about who murdered their father, and that also brought them closer together. Now, Morena Baccarin is Jason's love interest in the movie, and their whole back and forth is absolutely fantastic. I love the very intro where we see them, and she was like, he said something, mi amor, and she was like, I don't even speak Spanish. I'm from Brazil. I speak Portuguese. Portuguese is like, drunken Spanish. He just was a fun character, man. But you can also tell, like, how Batista's wife mentioned that trauma from him as a child made him grow up as a grown adolescent, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fun movie. You don't really have to think too hard about it. You really ain't got to go too in depth with the review. If you want to check it out, check it out. I think it was a fun ride. IMDb has it at a 6.5 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 78. I think a 6.5 to a 7 is a nice range for me as well. If I was going to rate it, I think that's a nice steady mid range. The only downside for me would be the lackluster of the main villain, and then like all of the other side stuff. Like, if you'd have cut that out, it didn't really need to be seen. Like, it added to the story and a little depth to like Jason's character, but it didn't really have to be there. And I feel like that could have cut down possibly maybe 15 minutes tops, and it wouldn't have been 2 hours and something. But overall, a very nice movie, man. And I feel like it's something worth to watch if you don't have anything going on, or you wanted something to watch and you just wanted some action and a whole lot of fun. This is Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash the like button so you can't smash any more. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. Peace out.
Cause I've been working a lot, I think I deserve a shot, I think I deserve a spot. Cause it's been years on this path that I walked, and if I keep going, I pray I'll be at the top.